Hello, this is Jeremy from Core Investment Institute. First of all, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that we can bring a lot of value to you. Alright, so what about Core Investment Institute is that we are a company or financial education company that self-developed our own mobile app called Legends of Investing to excite the financial technology community, converting big data into easy to understand data for investors like you or anybody who are aspiring to be a new investor to make informed decision to invest in the market. We believe in investing is in the core of the business, and using the 3 R's, the right numbers, the right signals, and the right strategy is important, because if you want to invest safely in the stock market and option market, you really need to know how to control your risk. So we want to inspire and empower you to join our journey to financial freedom. But before I start the topic itself, I'd like to thank Mr. Zhou and Zhou Dong from Singapore Chambers of Commerce and Industry to actually let us share with you this investment journey. Alright? First of all, other than being a good businessman, is also being a good investor. Right? So investing in a business or investing in anything, most importantly is investing in yourself. Alright, so this is my team. I'm Jeremy, the CEO and trainer. So we have 3 other trainers with us, Tony, Jordan, and Chao Yan, which is our CMO. So these are our partners from Dollar Harvest Academy and so on and so forth. So I'm going to share a bit more about me and why you are interested to know more, because this is something that I believe that most of you are really keen to understand why investing is so important, especially for me. So these are my family members, and I want to especially focus on my father. My father is is an employee, and he actually was retrenched in 2009 by Western Digital, where there's a crisis happen, and they have to he was almost lost his job because they no longer need him in Singapore. But because my father was a very intelligent man and managed to capture the heart of the management in Western Digital, he actually is able to continue work in this company. And but the unfortunate thing for my family is that he has to go to Malaysia to work. So it was a journey that, when I was young, he has to go to Malaysia to work, and I have to, with my mom and my brothers to stay at home, and then we are always waiting for him to come back. And why? Is because he works in Malaysia, and the only time I see him is because he comes back every week, every week, on a Friday night, and he has to leave in a Sunday morning. So when I was a child, was a young adult, I don't really have a lot of time with my father. So I always see other children, my friends, they all go out with their family, with their dad, going out for movies and all that, and makan. But for me, I only have the chance to go out with my mom, and I don't really see much of my dad. So I told myself this, hey, what can I do, what can I learn from this? So for me, instead of thinking of working for somebody, alright, why not I find another way to earn alternative income? And that is where I understand about investment and understand about how to invest in various sectors of the financial industry. So my friend passed me this book when I was in army called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and I was really very excited because I understand about these 4 quadrants, and I want to be on the right side of the quadrant, which is 95% of the wealth is on business owners and 5% of the population is an investor. So I was just thinking to myself, it doesn't really require a lot of money to be an investor, so why don't I learn to be one of them? So I started my journey in investing for 8 years already, and I feel that I want to return back to the society by sharing this journey with them. So that's why I started this business and this community of now around 50 people to actually learn how to invest safely in the stock market. So these are my past experience. I have been in the hedge fund for more than 5 years, dealing with Diamond Asia, Rockhampton, Scientific and Rafiki. So I understand how these big players play, and it's really very risky. So this is not my cup of tea, so I decided to leave the hedge fund industry and go do something which is less risky. I even set up my own business before in F&B. I went into entrepreneurial classes as well. I started up eBay, and I also do my own website. So this is the things that I'm very interested to know more. So because these are the things that I believe that is able to build myself. So I've been to many ups and downs, and I found that the only thing that really matters is investing in myself. And with financial education, right, all these all comes into play. And I believe that with my own control, I'm able to earn that passive income. But for all these businesses, right, it's really depend on other people, on how they want to do business with you or come to your restaurant to eat. But for investment itself, is if you know how to invest, you control the risk, you earn your own money. So that is the difference between a business owner and an investor. So these are the people that I'm interested, and I learn a lot from these people through the online platforms like Google and all that. So my investment achievement for the last 8 years, we have in 12 months I got 20%. That's my best record after using RROS strategy that I developed with over the past 8 years. So what's my goal? My goal is actually to be financially free so that I can bring my mom to Japan, to even the latest one, I brought her to cruise, so that I can use these investments, all this strategy, right, to earn passive income, so I can bring my mom out, and my dad as well, because my dad is now not really very healthy, so he has been traveling a lot, so I want to bring my mom out, because she always has been at home taking care of us. Then also bring my wife overseas, and go around, do trekking, walking, do whatever I like, whatever I'm happy. And then also drink coffee and read books. So these are the things that I want to do now and in future. So what about you? So this is a picture that shares that, many people are in this category. So I want to ask, are you one of them? Are you the one that is like a zombie in the morning, taking the MRT all the way to work and then looking down on your phone? So is this something that you want to do for the rest of your life? Or maybe staying in the office, looking and working for somebody that give you, at the end of the day, give you a salary, but is it enough for you to retire? Or, you spend so much time working from day to night, from 9 a.m. all the way to 9 p.m. Is this something you want to do in your prime time? So these are some things that I believe you have to think about, or you are already thinking. So maybe just think more about it and how you can think, is there another way around this? How about your family, right? If you spend so much time working, how about your family? How are you going to spend time with them? And for me, what I learned from my own experience is that I don't get to see my father when he was working. Every time from Monday to Fridays, I don't see him. So this is something that I want to change, and I want that in future my kids will be able to see me every day. Or how about family time, right? So these are the things that I believe you have been considering, and is part or parcel of our life. So why do you need to invest? Because you want to achieve a certain goal, or you want to fund your lifestyle to travel, or to increase your investment knowledge, or to build your income portfolio, and last but not least, to retire early. So these are the things that you want to consider, because today's problem is all about how to be financially free. Alright, so problems in Singapore or many places is like cost of living is getting higher due to inflation, government intervention. You don't know when is the next time that you'll be out of job, or your salary is too low to sustain the lifestyle that you want. So there must be something. There must be something out there that can help you. So the solution is to find an alternative way to be happy and earn more money at the same time. So we are talking about investing. So we are very focused on stocks and options. And we want to share with you the traditional market where people just buy shares of a company, right? So if you buy shares, it either go up, it either go sideways or go down. So what happens if one day that one of your shares or one of the company you have invested has went down all the way from $120 all the way to a few cents? What do you feel? What emotions will you get? Do you feel hurt? Do you feel troubled? Do you feel stressed? So investing in the stock market is good, but there is a high risk to it. So first of all, you must understand what are you investing, am I right? And what happens if your portfolio really turns out really negative? So these are the things that you may want to consider, because you yourself may only be able to understand a certain area of investing, but not everything. Alright? So we want you to be safe. Right? So this is the Shearer PE ratio, where we can see from here that now the market is very expensive. If the market is very expensive, right, we can look at the last 1930s, where the last Black Tuesday happened, where there's a very huge financial crisis. So we do not know when will be the next financial crisis. So we need to understand today, when you look back at what you have invested and what you have been doing, are you able to sustain yourself? And are you able to diversify, or are you able to make sure that your portfolio is safe from today onwards? So this is Warren Buffett. He invested in the age of 11 and started in 1942 and bought 6 shares, right? And now you can see that the market is so much more expensive. Can we afford to be like him, where there is such long period of time to wait, even if there's a market crash? So we cannot turn back time, and we are not like him because he spent most of his life investing. How about us? Am I right? So what is the gap between retail investors and professional investors? First of all, retail investors like us, what we do is that we spend a lot of time working for somebody, or being self-employed working for someone else, or working for our own. But do you have time to do your own research? Like check out the background of the company. Do they have any problems? Do you know what's the P&L and all these important things? But what do you do on your free time? So how much time do you need to invest in the market? Alright? So because you have so much things you need to do, like taking care of your health, doing house chores, eating, entertainment, lifestyle, travel. Are you able to spend time to research and invest safely in the market? Alright? So if you want to spend time researching, you have to go through a lot of words, because you'll be reading all those financial reports, or looking at numbers because you want to understand what are the P&L behind the profit and loss. Are they making money or not? If they are not making money, then do you still want to invest? Right? So how about using a mobile application that is similar to what professionals use? A mobile app that can research and understand about what company is doing, and a system for you to follow to identify risks. So this mobile app is able to help you to research companies in less than 15 minutes. Then you'll be thinking, 15 minutes? Are you sure? Yes, it can be done, because we use technology. We convert big data into presentable data for you to see. So this is the app you can download on Google Play Store, or install in your Apple iPhone. Just by scanning this code over here, you are able to understand where to download, and then you can use it to research companies. So if you want to know more about this application, right, later I'll share with you how to do that. So is buying and selling of shares good enough? After so much I shared with you, the market is so high now, there's a there's a risk of market crash. You know, there's Donald Trump coming. The federal rate just announced the interest to be normal, to be constant now, no ups, no down, and also at the same time, right? The British, British exit, and so forth. All these are economic news or things that will affect the stock market. Are you able to just understand and then sit back and relax without being worried about the market? So is buying shares good enough? So why not I introduce to you what is option? So options are contract. A seller gives a buyer the right but not the obligation to buy and sell a specific number of shares at a predetermined price within a set period of time. So what is this? Alright, so maybe I just share with you more about it, right? So say for example, look at this watch over here. The market value is 10,000. It's worth $10,000, right? You have done your research. You say, hey, this watch is good. I want to buy it, right? You want to buy this watch in 1 month time at $10,000. And this girl that owns the watch wants to sell to you. And because she doesn't know that the price will go up or down, but she knows that today's value is 10,000. So she wants to sell to you in 1 month's time. Why? Because she can mitigate the risk away. So if the watch is $10,000 in 1 month time, there's two ways, right? Either the value will go up or the value will go down. So what can the girl do so that she can reduce her risk? So first of all, she'll say, hey, okay, for this contract in 1 month's time that you're going to buy from me, this girl will say, hey, I pay you a premium of $50 because he promised the girl that he will buy the watch at $10,000. So no matter what, $10,000 he'll buy. Alright, so he will buy in 1 month's time at $10,000 using this contract. So say for example in 1 month's time, if the value go up to $10,000, will the girl sell the watch away? The answer is no, because now it worth more than the market 1 month before. So she will sell to someone else. But if the market price goes down to $9,950, which is less than $10,000, she'll just say, okay, let's fulfill the contract and I pass the watch to you, you pass $10,000 to me. So this is what happened within the system behind options. So she can don't sell the contract if it's $10,100, and she will sell to that boy or that guy at $10,000 and close the contract if it's $9,950. So, but you must understand, the guy or me, say for example, I'm the one buying the watch, I already received $50 of, and this $50 is in my pocket now. So instead of buying that watch from that lady at $10,000, I'm actually buying at $9,950 because I have already received the $50, and this $50 is actually called premium. So how it works for you? Think of using option like an insurance policy, like how you insure your car, your house, and also how you insure your investment against downtime or downturn. So there are two things I want to share with you. Alright, so first of all, there's one call or sell call. We are sellers. Sell call, an obligation to sell stock at an agreed price, or sell put, an obligation to buy stock at an agreed price. So you need to know these two only, because these two will be able to allow you to get money instantly. Just now you remember the $50 I mentioned to you? Yeah, that's called premium that you can receive every month, passive income. So the advantage over options over stock. Say for example, if you invest in stock, like now you hold shares of a company, okay, and this shares is worth $10,000. There are only 5 ways that will happen. Either it goes up or higher, or it just consolidate, never move, or goes down or go even lower. So there are only 5 ways how stock market will happen. All right, and you can see that from here, what's the probability of success? It's only 2 out of 5, which is 40% only. So what about investing in option? Again, the same graph, $10,000 it either goes up or higher or stagnant or goes down or go lower. But if you do an option contract, you actually receive $50. Remember? That's what I mentioned to you. You receive $50 and then you actually purchase the stock at 9950. So you already win because you already received $50. You already win a lot of other investors out there. So what's the success rate? It's actually 4 out of 5, which is 80%. So you can compare. You decide your fate. Investing in stock better or investing in options? So these are some examples that I've been doing, and you can take a look. These are the tricks that I've already done in September. You see, from earning all this passive income, I am able to actually bring my wife to Bali, or bring my wife to Hong Kong, or you can use it to actually fund your lifestyle, or you can use it to actually pay for your children's education, or your children may require tuition. What do? Right? So you pay from the salary that you earn, or somewhere that maybe you are self-employed, you earn that director's fee or what, and then you actually pay. But why not use passive income that you can earn from the option market and then pay for your tuition, your child's tuition fee? So for September, I earned an investment, a passive income of 1,340. For October, you can continue to do the same thing over and over again, because these are all done very safely in the stock, in the option market. However, I also doesn't win all the time. Alright, I don't win all the time because for this case, right, there's a fundamental change to the company, and I decided to leave it immediately with a negative loss of $320. But it's fine. Why? Because at the end of the day, I still got a positive $898. How about my November trade? Also same thing, just continue to do it. The key to investing successfully is consistency. Alright, so you need to do is to understand how to invest safely inside this option market. So again, and you can see that I also have a passive income of $2,142. And that is where we use advanced option strategy to get this amount of money. And in November, I got $2,506 just by sitting at home. After I done my research, I positioned myself correctly in the market, and then I just wait for 1 month. I went to watch a movie, I bring my wife to Hong Kong, and I come back, I still earn $2,506. So this is something that is possible. So the question is, are you willing to invest in yourself? And some questions you need to really ask yourself. Is it simple? Does it work? And can you do it? So after I shared with you just now, is it simple? It's simple, right? And then I have been doing it for so many years. So does it work? It is. And can you do it? Yes, you can, because many have already done it, and so can you. So these are some testimonials from my students. Okay, so it's Barry. He say, even without financial knowledge, he's able to invest safely in the market now. For Dingnan, real passion in helping, easy to understand. So this is very important. If you don't understand how it works, how can you invest safely in the market? Okay, that is from Judy. All right, boost my confidence. This is very important, because if you are afraid to press that button to earn that money, or you are afraid that things may go wrong, then you will not invest, or you will not put yourself in this area. So boosting confidence is very important. Same for Elijah as well. After they attended the training, they are more confident to invest in the stock market. So how can we support you? Alright, so we will share with you, first of all, the foundation of how to research good companies, and secondly, the moves to find the good companies and then take action. Alright, and then at the end of the day, you get your passive income. So you can see your portfolio goes higher and higher in terms of positive income. Alright, so the fundamental, the foundation, which is the fundamental analysis, is a 6-module, it comes in 6 modules that you will understand how companies defend themselves, how they earn money, how they return money back to you, and how are they relevant now, which is very important, because there are a lot of businesses, right, after the crisis, they are not relevant anymore. Like say, for example, like Nokia. What happened to Nokia, right? what happened to Kodak? All these business, all where they are now, they are all out. They are not relevant anymore. So that is why it is important to understand how to find good companies and then invest into them. Next, the move. Where to find them? Are the companies out overvalued or undervalued? Are you going to pay more? Or do you prefer to pay less? This is very important for you as well. And then take action. Using technical analysis, you know when to enter and when to exit. And understand the trend that allows you to buy at a lower price or sell at a higher price. And next, using the strategy of RROS, we expose you to the market and immediately get cash into your account, which is 80% win all the time. You can get even good stocks at lower price, which is a win-win situation and up to 20% returns on your investment. So because we use advanced option strategy, and we're going to share with you how advanced option strategy works, because you can buy the rights to own a stock at 30%. Imagine now, Apple stock is at about $170, $180. Imagine you can, instead of paying $180 per share, now you pay only 30% of it. It can be done because it's all about options and all about how you use this option to help you to invest safely in the market. So if the market crash, do you lose $180 or you only lose 30%? So 30% of 180 is about $60. Do you prefer to lose $60 or do you prefer to lose $180? So that is a very important question to you. Alright? Why I talk about negativity, about losing money and market crash is because this may happen. And if you don't control your risk, how can you get your rewards? So if we don't take care of the negativity, the positivity will not come. So that is where we want to share with you that you can own a stock at 30% and get all the same benefits and more. And next, collect premium safely with protection. You are protected even when the market crash. So say for example, I'm able to invest only less than $500 and still get 20%. If the market crash, I lose only that amount of money, which is very little. Say for example, one case scenario is I only lose $250. That's only when market crash, but I still get $50. So that's the way how things can go, right? Because if you invest in just market shares, if you invest, say for example, $10,000 and $10,000 is gone. However, if I were to use that strategy, I only pay $250 even if the market crash. So this is something very, very useful and very valuable for you to understand. Alright? So, an investor, what do we commit? For Core Investment Institute, we are committed to your financial journey. From you being an aspiring investor, we'll share with you how to research good companies that only requires 15 minutes. Then enter and exit your investment with minimum risk, only requires another 15 minutes. And apply option strategy to reduce your risk and gain rewards, also require 15 minutes. So we just need 45 minutes only, not per day, not per week, but per month. We only need 45 minutes of your time to invest safely in the market and get rewards. Is that good or good? Alright? So learn and grow in a like-minded community in your investment journey to become a successful investor, to strive for financial freedom. So what's the support? Right? There's Facebook secret group, WhatsApp support group, share tips and knowledge, and ask us because we reply almost immediately. Because you are a family to us, you are our community. So the power of community is where a group of like-minded people come together for a common purpose, which is to assist, brainstorm and motivate and support one another. Success does not come without the cooperation of others. So if you heard these two phrases before, it's good. First of all, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with a team. So we become a team because we go far together to invest safely in the stock market. So this is the benefits of joining the core investor community. First of all, you have an app called Legends of Investing to find out where are the good companies to invest in. There are online support like Facebook and WhatsApp. You even have my number because you can ask me immediately and I will reply. And then there's unlimited receipts, Monday sessions, and we are creating a super member portal because we are going to share with you how to invest in many different kind of safe investing strategy. Say for example, REITs, even ETFs and so forth. We're going to share you everything where people out there are trying to make you pay more, to understand more about all these kind of strategies, but actually everything you can do is to learn from this member portal that we're going to share with you. So, alright, these are more strategies. These are more photos to share with you about our students, asking us questions and ask, and this is where we keep on replying and sharing with them that, this is the support that we want to give to them. And you can see that we even visit their house to share with you about, the strategies, recap, understand, if you have any questions you can ask. So these are the support that we will give to every single students that we have. So this is the monthly session that we share, that people come down and ask a lot of questions, and then we are there to invest together. And most importantly, a lot of my students still want to figure out what we are doing. But if, say for example, I have told them many times already, if they were to come down on that Monday session and invest with us, right, they don't have to spend time with other time to go and do other things like researching and all that, because we do that all on that day. Alright, we invest together, the trainers are there together. Right, so we invest, we find out a good company, then we look at the stock market, then we look when to enter, when to exit, and then we invest together. That's how fast and easy it is. So you don't have to worry that you are at home by yourself and click those buttons. Alright, and all these are all students that we have already worked with together, and then they are earning pretty good income now. So ask yourself again, when do you want to retire? When do you want to travel more? Are you able to assist your child by giving them more tuition, or save more money for them, or buy a new house, or pay, or become a millionaire? It's possible because of being financially educated. So these are two very famous people, these quotes that I want to share with you. Alright? If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And then by Anthony Robbins, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. So what I want you to do now is to take action and fill in the form in the page below. Do it now. Go. Thank you very much. I'm Jeremy from Core Investment Institute, a smarter way to invest. If you have any questions, yes, please fill in the form and do it now. Thank you.